A New York court ruled Tuesday. Boy, I have to tell you, if I were in New York or I were in Washington, D.C., or any of these blue states, I'd be thinking I should probably leave here because I don't think I can get a fair trial. New York court ruled Tuesday that former President Donald Trump had committed fraud for years to build his fortune. New York Judge Arthur Engoron ruled in a civil case brought by New York Attorney General James. Now, the one was like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him and his little dog, too. So
That's what she ran on.
That's what she ran on. Not the little dog as well, but she did run on. I'm going to get him.
She did not specify the size of the dog. That's true.
That's exactly right. Okay. So the court system and the DA decided not to prosecute. Okay. They decided.
Alvin Bragg.
Yeah. Alvin Bragg. They decided not to prosecute. Police and the Southern District of New York, FBI, nobody took this on because they didn't think there was anything there. So she decides to go through civil court to take him on. So now she found a judge that will say that he engaged in fraud. Now, do I think that Donald Trump inflated numbers of his wealth? Yes. Yes,
Really?
I do. Yes, I do.
Now, what evidence do you have?
Well, everything.
Okay.
Pretty much everything.
Now, it's totally fine to do that publicly. I mean, totally fine is not the right term. Yeah, it is not illegal to say that you have $10 billion when you have $2 billion or whatever. I'm not saying that's what he did, but you can say that, right? You can say you're the wealthiest person in the world when you are not publicly at a press conference and there's no crime being committed.
But I will tell you, I mean, if you're misstating things intentionally, that is called fraud, and
especially when you do it on documents over and over and over again to banks and insurance companies.
I don't know about you, but I've never lied on my banking statements when I'm going to get a loan because they generally check those things out.
I would be terrified to do so.
Right.
Now, when you have the reputation, and again, I don't know if this was Trump specifically. This is about his organization, right? So it could be one of his other executives doing it. But it does seem like it was done often. And when you're Donald Trump and you have the reputation of being Donald Trump, being very wealthy, everything's the most grandiose thing in the world, there's probably not as much questioning, right?
Really? They're going to give you a $250 million loan and not check it out?
I mean, are they going to check out the square footage of his apartment? I don't know. Probably not, right?
So the judge said yesterday that Mar-a-Lago, he overstated the price.
Just a tad.
Just a tad. He said it's worth $18 million.
No, I think it was the other way around. He said it was worth more for this particular example.
No. The judge said that it was only worth $18 million.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Trump. Okay.
Yeah, no, Trump said it was worth, I don't even know.
$700 million, I think.
Yeah. And, he did put probably $100 million into that place. And it is also a legacy property. I mean, it's not going for $18 million.
Now, if I'm going to say neither one may be correct, but if I was going to say which one is closer to its actual value, I would say $700 million.
I would too.
It
could be worth 200, 300, 500 million. It's not worth 25 million or 7 million. There's no way.
There's no way. It's how many square feet is it?
I don't even know. It is this entire peninsula that goes out of this land bridge that goes out. In West Palm, I don't know if you can get an apartment for $18 million. Right on the water, both sides.
Right. Like a normal 4,000 square foot house, which I would assume is pretty small, right?
Yeah.
I'm not for West Palm Beach, but probably like the average McMansion in Florida. Maybe it's 4,000.
Maybe.
I'm just guesstimating here. But a 4,000 square foot house in West Palm Beach has already got to be $4 million, $5 million.
Go to realtor.com.
There you go.
Find out.
By the way, 126 rooms, 62,500 square feet for Mar-a-Lago. And it's an operating business.
Okay. 62,000 square feet. Okay. with both sides on the ocean
and golf courses, right? Like,
yeah, and it's got a banquet room.
Man,
it's crazy.
Well, could you convince me it's only worth $300 million? Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but like it's not worth 18.
This is a 50-year-old movie studio. Right. Okay, 50-year-old movie studio. Mm-hmm. It is a historic site in Texas now, but it's not like Mar-a-Lago.
No.
And
you mean the one we're sitting in right now?
The one we're sitting in right now. It's maybe worth $15 million. Okay? Mm-hmm. $15 million. You're telling me I could have had Mar-a-Lago? I think I would have taken Mar-a-Lago.
Did they really say $18 million is the right number?
That's what the judge said, $18 million.
I mean, that's completely absurd. What year were they talking about?
When it was built, maybe?
Yeah. In 1945, maybe it was worth $18 million.
I mean, it's crazy.
That is really legitimately nuts. But I mean, West Palm Beach is, one of the most expensive areas in the entire country. It is, it's, obviously like this is a place where super wealthy people run away from other wealthy people. Like when they're annoyed with low class wealthy people, they go to West Palm Beach.
So let me just go to any price listing status. Where can I get rooms? I mean, I can get from high to low. It doesn't necessarily do that. That's ridiculous.
I love that we're now in Glenn's head as he's attempting tech tasks.
Thank you.
This is how it works. Like
I'm going to put a minimum of $5 million in. Okay. So $5 million is the minimum I want to see. Okay. So let's. All right. So I have a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath for $7.8 million. Mm-hmm. That's a condo overlooking.
Yeah.
Okay. I have another condo for 6.1.
They have square footage listed or no?
Yeah, 2,000 square feet.
2,000 square feet.
Yeah.
And how many millions of dollars?
6.1.
But you could get Mar-a-Lago for only 3 times the cost.
Right. I have a 1 acre lot. Okay. It shows a picture of a house, but I have a feeling the house is so horrible that you know how they do that. Like, look at this, and they're selling it as a lot, not a house.
Not a house.
8.4, a 1 acre lot. How many acres is Mar-a-Lago?
That's a good question.
A lot.
It was 1980. Hold on a second. Let's see. Looking here, 17-acre estate. That's the Federal Foundation Aviation. Yeah, it's hard to. It looks like 17 acres, but there's currently there's a 2.32 acre plot which has nothing on it. This is grass. Currently listed for $200 million. It is a very nice plot of land.
Right.
However, you wouldn't think that just land would be $200 million. Now, they haven't sold this yet. It could be one of those eBay things where it has not sold.
Well, here I have a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath, 5,000 square feet.
Okay, so
and
a nice
half an acre.
Okay, so like this is what you might throw out as a McMansion, right? A very nice big house, not a ton of land, right? Usually
a half an acre.
So the house fits, but barely. Right?
Yes.
How much are they asking for that?
11.9.
Okay. So this is an expensive area.
I'm just saying. There's a condo here for 5,000 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, no land, 8.4. There is a condo, 6-bedroom condo, 6-bedroom, 7.5 bath, 9,232 square feet, and that's $39 million.
I mean, come on. Now, the claim is that the Palm Beach County assessor had appraised Mar-a-Lago's market value between $18 million and $27.6 million. Now, I mean, like the assessors a lot of times have strange values on homes, right? Have you ever noticed that? Like when you're looking at, like again, you're not doing this yourself. You're looking at someone else assessing your home, and it doesn't always align with what Zillow says, right? So that wouldn't necessarily be fraud. I mean, you have to believe it's much, much closer. I mean, $426.5 million for Mar-a-Lago, which was the low end value that Trump had put it at, is
reasonable.
Seems about reasonable. I've never bought anything in the 9 figures, not even one single purchase. In my life, I've never made a 9-figure purchase, but I would assume
really
that,
I make them all the time.
Yeah, you might make them all the time.
No,
I'm just trying to relate.
No.
You got to understand. I'm saying to the audience, you got to understand.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Glenn to understand that not everyone makes 9-figure purchases, but a 9-figure purchase. Look, the difference between 100 and 400 million, I think, for the average person might be difficult to. How would you even figure that out, like without going to some expert? But I gotta believe, just back of the envelope, $400 million seems pretty reasonable for Mar-a-Lago. I mean, it's probably around where it is. Like, it couldn't possibly be 18 million. That is
asinine.
Bonkers.
It's asinine.
And anyone who knows anything about real estate would say that. Yet everybody in the media I have heard talk about the story has quoted the overstatement of 2,300%. From Letitia James, which is it's bonkers.
So anyway, they are breaking his companies up now. The court has taken control and is assigning people to take over the company and break it apart and I don't know, sell the assets off. I guess that's what you do. If anybody is in the market for a really huge house that also has beachfront property on both sides of it, you might be able to get a deal soon.
This is a New York-based ruling, though, right? So what's in danger here are his New York properties, which is the golf course in Westchester, Trump Tower, 40 Wall Street.
Unbelievable.
I mean, they were really going after all of it and trying to get him to force his control to be gone. So, I mean, Eric is the one who runs the company right now, and he would be out.
This is why we have always done well in America, because you could count on the law to be consistent. Mm-hmm. Nobody, in my lifetime, I never heard stories day after day where I went, wow, never heard that done before. Never. And that's why people invested in America. That's why companies were built here in America, because somebody just couldn't take it away from you.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to do business in Venezuela.
Exactly right. They can just take it away. Mm-hmm. They can accuse you of something and just take it away. And the law did not really matter. The law was just a player in somebody's curio cabinet. And that's exactly what's happening now in America. You want to destroy somebody? No, you can destroy them. Destroy their whole life. It's really sick.